Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
Shark's alive!
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Mate! This is why we all be in the room together when someone shares important information so we can all
This is why it's frustrating. Everyone's like, let's not talk to each other because maybe Zero's listening, even though Zero probably picked us because they know us anyway. Now we're like, let's keep these secrets from each other that are probably important to understanding why we're here. God damn it.
Well, I mean, he just found out he remembered. If he had said he remembered that shit when she was around, she would have been like, wait, those are the names of my kids.
Yep.
But now he's got to do it.
Yep.
Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
So wait, how would he
What the
tell...
hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh. No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
What?
Are you serious?
Wait, how do you know that?
What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Bong, bong, bong. You have 1 hour left.
Keep going, Seven. Tell the story.
We keep telling stories to one person at a time until we all just die of time.
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then... That was when...
What? Are you serious?
From there, it looked like...
This is a weird way to do
Just
this.
as if, finally...
Is that necessary? We could just skip this
fade,
whole part.
Yeah, you could just fade to black.
That's all I remember.
That's a
from
weird
9 years ago.
choice.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days.
Andrew's getting very frustrated with the number 9 right about now.
Fucking, are you serious? You kidnapped kids? You kidnapped kids 9 years ago, and you let them go for after 9 days, and then 9 years later you come back and kidnap their mom. Fuck you.
With 9 people for 9 doors for 9 hours.
This is... Who are you? Are you fucking Count from Sesame Street? Just like... You have to be obsessed with this number somehow.
Maybe they were just locked in a room for like 9 years.
We're only staring at the number 9.
No. Well, the Revolution 9 by the Beatles played forever.
No.
It's like number 9.
Only every...
Number 9. No, every 9 minutes.
Every 9 minutes.
Every 9 minutes.
For 9 hours.
On every 9th day.
On every 9th day of the 9th month.
Except on 9th months.
Except on the 9th month. Or instead, it just played back to back Hitler's speech where he only says 9. Just 9 for hours.
I don't think he's even the proper, like, first person to go for that word.
I mean, he's the only one who's ever probably been recorded saying it so vehemently.
Really? In the entire world, just the word no in German.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody would ever be. No, like, singer somewhere has used that word in a song or anything.
Not in that repetition. It's always like 9.
We need to get off Hitler.
No, never.
I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible, so I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a
Then the
mother.
Fire Nation
I
attack.
couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
God damn it.
What did you find out?
Nothing.
9 kids were
The
missing.
police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The Nonary Game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Zero just gets on the microphone. No, you guys are right.
You guys got it. How'd you do? Wow.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down.
Who programmed that?
It kind of seems like Zero did get bitchy about us not doing stuff. He's like, God damn it, do stuff.
Stop talking about the
System
plot.
recovery is estimated to take 1 hour.
Fuck. 60 seconds to get strapped in, or we have to wait
programmed that?
for an hour.
Why would the fuse just blow for an hour?
It's just, well, I mean, it's just a threat. It's designed by Zero to make you just do something already.
If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right.
The way that she just dumped all this information definitely makes me think it makes me think she's gonna die because she needed to get the information out so that story could happen after she's dead.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it feels like, but we'll see.
Well, she is an 8, so she is
Lotus,
kind of
please tell
important
me right
to
away
getting
if
to
you
9.
feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's
Well, like
gonna
we
leave
said,
you.
no one's ever died by doing these things.
Yet. We don't have a big sample size either.
Well, I mean, the only 2 people who've ever died are died from the fucking exploding bracelets.
Yep. We don't know, though.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
What? Yeah, that's right.
Do I just wait?
Oh, fuck. Hint?
What?
Some of them have arrows.
There's arrows now?
Oh, fuck. Check the hint.
Oh, you click on it, it goes then 1 to 2. Weird.
Check the... Oh, fuck.
So the arrows have to match. They both need to have 4 arrows, basically.
Oh, boy. Hint? So, what...
I think what's gonna happen is it might be affecting the other side. This one's at 4 now,
Yeah.
but it needs to be a lot higher apparently. It needs to be 7 and 6 somehow.
So we can't add any more. Wait.
What?
Yeah, you can add one more. There you go.
This side matches now.
Yeah, so what about the other side?
No.
No.
This puzzle's kind of infuriating. It's so bizarre.
Okay, I see what we have to do. Go back to the other side.
Okay.
Okay, so from here we need to do it specifically so that way. So go back to the other side of the brain, or yeah, go back to the other side of the brain. Turn these off. Just all of them off. Now go back to the other side. See how it's still 3? There you go. So turn these off. So we need to get the remaining 2 that we're missing to somehow show up on that bottom brain. Or the bottom side.
And we probably just need... I was gonna say we check them all and write down what they do, but that's 8 configurations.
Yeah, that's a lot. That starts getting really convoluted at some point.
I don't understand. To this day, I still don't understand like the core puzzle. Like how I must have missed where they said these numbers come from.
Well,
Like-
this is our first time doing this one, so I don't know.
Like this one's like 7, 6, and then
You're checking the hint. Yeah.
7, 6, 4, 4. Why?
It's excuse me, it's split. So go back to the full head. Stop using hint. There you go. So there you go.
The
It's right
controls
there.
are a huge pain.
So when you go, so click on the left side. It's exactly the same
What's exactly the same?
as the left side.
You're talking about the number of squares. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the arrows.
Why the arrows are that way?
The arrow counts are 7, 6, 4, 4. Like, what the fuck? It's as nonsensical as these ones where I'm like, what do these have to do with anything?
I don't know what they have to do with it.
I don't understand this puzzle. Like, I don't know what I missed. I don't know what information I missed that was supposed to explain this, but like, I have no idea what's happening right now.
I don't either.
This is like some, like, that surgery Japanese game or something where just like,
Yeah.
like nonsense starts to happen. weird. Like, I don't know what to do besides just try different combos till something happens. And also, this is like really unfortunate controls. Like, there's no like, you can't
So
press the
now
bumpers to
3.
switch tabs or anything.
No, check the
That's
hint.
too many for
Hint.
this side.
No,
Yeah, it is on the bottom.
Oh.
The side's 4-4. It's the easiest one to remember.
that's fine. Oh no, it's off by 1.
Yeah,
2.
they're both off by 1. Four.
So that's fine.
But not even close.
What? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do besides guess.
Be close. But now that side's probably missing some.
4-4. Not even close.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Do I need to write down? I feel like we need to click on 1 on this one, then write down these 2 numbers, then rotate twice to write down the other 2 numbers, then do that for 2, then 1 and 2, and then 1. Like, do that over and over again, which would take forever.
Well, this isn't supposed to be a game you beat quickly.
It's supposed to only be like an 8-hour game according to the internet.
Well, this here you go.
But now the game
Here's
is
an
voice
hour-
acting, so I think that screws that up.
Here's your hour of gameplay right here.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're gonna write this all down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Turn everything off. It's a simple addition to math problem. Let's see if I can see a pattern here. That's 2.
Yeah. So
2
the
in
right,
opposite corner.
the right mirrors. It's a mirror.
1. No.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Doesn't mirror at all, apparently.
Oh my god, there is no way. There's a million combinations you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have 4 digits, that can be any of 3 different configurations.
What did we miss? We had to have missed something important.
I don't know.
I was paying attention. I don't remember them. All I remember them saying was a simple addition problem. I only remember them talking about the hint for the first part of this puzzle.
Yeah.
I don't remember them saying
but then
a
that hint
single
didn't
thing.
make sense either, because they said, like, yeah, top and bottom are supposed to be the same, apparently. I'm like, what? And that was never true.
Maybe this is bad translation.
I don't know. Welcome back to 999.
Oh, is that what we're playing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were playing Professor
We're
Layton.
waking up from our coma. So, our audio thing, we looked over at OBS and it was losing its goddamn mind, so we cut it, and we're back. And, hey, we solved the puzzle, and fucking... We're gonna have to look later to find out how much footage we lost, or what was wrong with it.
Also, this guy has a lot of arrows in his brain.
So you probably saw
Is
the
he okay?
You probably saw the weird laggy thing that happened last time I came by and was like, "Hey, we lost some footage." So this time we saw it in process, and so this is a nightmare.
Yeah. So press hint.
Yeah, so it tells you.
So yeah.
That's like all you have to go on. I think is just that
Yeah,
it's like,
so-
hey, that's the ones you
Yeah.
want
So press
to
the
have.
off and show them
Yeah.
what it. Yeah. So that's what it looks like.
So you want the triangles to be lit up, and you want the squares to not be lit up, basically.
But
trying to fill the
so
correct ones
okay. So
up.
now that's off. Go back. Turn it off again,
Yeah. So what's
and then
baffling
go back to the other side.
is that the other side changes too with each one,
Yeah.
like dramatically.
And so do hint.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh fuck. Well, how do I get the bottom one to even have a thing on it? But
So,
then you, yeah.
I don't think either of us like this puzzle very much.
I don't think
'cause-
either of us really understood this puzzle.
As far as I can tell, it seems like unless there was a massive hint at some point that like we missed that it made this whole sequence make sense, it literally seems like you just go to 4 things and you toggle them between different settings, like trial and error style, until like it finally matches up with what's supposed to be.
It's based on, from what I know, the puzzle is based on the name of Lotus's kids.
What?
Yeah. So you just have to put the
What?
Yeah, you just have to take the digital root of all of their letters and then turn them into numbers.
Are you serious?
I don't fucking know how this puzzle works.
I was really I was like,
this
what
fucking
the fuck
game,
are you
this fucking
saying?
game makes no sense in the weirdest ways sometimes. Like,
yeah, this might not be a great puzzle, or we missed something important. I'm not really sure.
I don't think so. The dialogue before we do this is immediately just like getting a backstory explanation.
It's mostly flashback, which is not. Which a lot extended flashbacks definitely distract you from puzzle mechanics.
Yeah,
because of how long they are. For me, it seems like the equivalent of those unfortunate moments in puzzle games where they're like, do a sliding block puzzle, and I'm like, this is kind of a time waster as opposed to a thing that I solved.
This is just a padding puzzle.
Well, this seems to be the solution, I guess.
Yeah.
Is 2-2 and 1-1.
2-2, 1-1.
And I don't really know why, and I'm prepared to move on forever and never look at it again.
So check it. Oh shit, it's okay.
Just okay? Excuse me? The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. I can hear the door unlocking. And now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device.
That's you.
Is there supposed to be voice acting right now? I can't.
No, there's no voice acting.
No, there's just no voice acting. Lotus, are you alright?
Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter.
Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here.
Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Damn straight.
I don't ever want to see this thing again.
What? Damn straight.
So was she screaming at all or anything, or was it just like the torture room was like, I don't know, that was probably bad for me. I think you just gave me cancer. Like,
I don't think it tortured her because we got it right. I think if we got it wrong, it would have probably tortured her.
Maybe.
But because we
So
were
I
like,
was gonna say this room's called the torture room.
yeah, because I imagine if you, it's
Was
like
it
you're
this
just
one?
because I think the point is that the scientists
go.
did trial and error too.
Oh no. Is that why it's torture?
I don't know. There's a fucking shark at the bottom.
No.
I don't know
They
how
did it on a shark.
Yeah, I guess so.
Shark Tank. Literally.
The hallway
And
goes to the
figuratively.
left.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
Okay. Go where? What direction?
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
Ah, I see.
You see?
I see.
Well, now we all see.
Now we all see. What do we see?
All you need is see.
Let's go.
Oh, we're here. Right.
Yeah.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door.
Oh.
And I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now.
Oh, right. We needed that
It
to
should
unlock
open that
the
door.
thing.
Yeah, because that was the part of the surprise, is that at first this whole place felt like it was going to be some sort of weird, like, linear progression, but then they kept putting these doors everywhere that have symbols in them that you can't open until you beat certain things. So there's a surprising lack of isolation and leaving people behind in this whole sequence.
Man, what an annoying puzzle to set up.
Let's go!
It's like
Yeah.
so many doors to lock on your way out.
Well, you just keep a checklist and you're fine. That doesn't even rank even vaguely high on the list of hassles this guy went through setting all this shit up. Leaving the right doors locked is like so
Well, I'm
low
saying on
the
top
list.
of like having to set all this shit up, he's also like, oh, I gotta change the locks on a bunch of doors and also make sure they're locked. Like, why would you add the extra work? Just make
he
it
went to
linear.
the trouble of making like weird electronic locks on half of them. That's like way harder.
I mean, he also bought a boat.
Yeah, and customized it so that an entire floor cannot leak.
I mean, I think the customizing is the least painful effort. I think the hardest effort is
you're like welding an entire floor.
yeah, but buying a boat. How do you even go about buying a boat? Where do you store it? Where do you store a literal Titanic? Do you keep that at your fucking resort beach house? Because like you can't put it in like a normal dock. Like you have to keep
No,
that
you put
somewhere.
it in the Titanic dock.
With the one in Europe that they probably shut down after it sunk. Like,
Is the Titanic even a big ship by today's standards?
By today's standards, I think aircraft carriers are like. Bigger.
No, I mean like cruise liners and stuff like that. Like, is the Titanic actually still that big?
I think the Titanic is still bigger than most cruise liners.
Is it?
I think cruise liners are taller, but not longer.
I
think Titanic was longer,
but I can't help but wonder if like we just got better at some point.
Well, we did. We stopped going to icebergs. Like, it's not like the technology got better.
We've got heat lasers on all of our ships that melt all the icebergs. I mean, we
still make boats out of mostly the same material, but the difference is that we just like have a lot more electronic systems in place to prevent us from running into fucking hazards. We have like sonar and shit on cruise ships so you can see below you to make sure you don't run into the coast and stuff like that. That's why like cruise ships are allowed to dock onto beaches. It's because they have stuff that prevents them from like literally sanding themselves like a beached whale. And
they would have already had sonar, wouldn't they?
Not that kind of.
Didn't submarines already exist?
They did, but not to. They wouldn't have put them on a. That's military technology. You wouldn't put that.
Well, that wasn't a very good idea.
Well, neither was making a giant ship, stuffing it full of rich people, and then hoping that it didn't die.
Leo, no.
What?
Oh, what time is it? Oh,
why?
Hi.
Uh-oh. Well, good news, Keith.
Things escalated a bit here.
Good news. It's only 3 people.
Yeah, it's only 3.
We still got some people left.
But do our people add up to 9?
We still got 1. Because Snake is dead, so is 9.
All we have right now is...
All we have is June.
All we have is 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Oh, you mean of like the living people? Yeah, we just have 5, 6, 7, 8, but June's body's not there.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no!
It's good enough. Just
5, 6, 7. Oh no! They're gonna leave me behind.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It might work out.
It's just Junpei and 7.
I mean, look.
Just don't let Lotus do the math anytime soon.
Look,
keep her really distracted for a while.
Let's be real here.
Tell her to solve algebra. No, don't do that. Other things. Crosswords.
Making her kids orphans would only strengthen them.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly. What kills your parents doesn't make you stronger.
Uh-oh. So that's 5 dead people?
9, 1, 4, 3,
4
2.
or 5 dead people?
5 dead people. I was counting their numbers. So 9, 1, 4, 3, 2.
2 is why I say 4 or 5.
Let's just go with 5?
It's so hard to say with Snake whether he's dead or not.
I mean, it is hard to say, but like, let's be real here.
We have all these suspicions about like what happened with 9 or like what's going on.
But the only thing we know is what the game tells us, which is
that nobody can recognize his face.
Which is that Snake is dead. Everyone seems to agree that Snake is dead, which is dubious because one of them's the killer. So one of them obviously knows he's dead.
Here's the other question: doesn't this mean that that means that the killer is June? Like. If Snake's dead, the only person left, unless there's a new character, is that June stabbed these people, apparently.
I didn't think about that.
And they're all fucking dying on the stairs, which in case we kind of don't want to find her now.
Wait, what is June? She's 6?
Let's see, can we go without June? Fuck.
That's okay.
Fuck.
We just have to bind her.
You can't do 2 people anyway, then it's the wrong number anyway.
If we just tie her arms up.
Tie her up?
Yeah.
Because we need her wrist to survive.
We'll just tie her hands behind her, you know.
Ace, no.
He's fine.
You could have taken the other ones,
go to novel mode.
I'm gonna miss Ace.
I want to make sure that we get some details.
3 people lay dead on the floor covered in blood.
Well, okay.
That's all it said so far.
Excuse you, Junpei. I don't think you're a doctor, and you definitely didn't check their bodies. So let's check their bodies and see if they're okay.
Yeah, we need to investigate. Junpei felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe.
He just did.
His legs shook.
he just literally breathed.
He was literally just breathing. He was like, he couldn't breathe.
I can't breathe.
No one told the voice actor that.
It should be in the fucking script. Goddamn.
I imagine that they just made a bunch of ... noises and they were just scattered throughout the game.
It's like
Just every actor had a day of ... recording.
What's it called? So it's like when they tried doing like the Siri and stuff like that, where it's like just make sounds and
Just
then we'll
make
put them
sounds
together.
and we'll program your voice.
Yeah.
His body felt cold, deathly cold.
Who turned on the AC?
His blood was boiling hot. But your body's deathly cold?
Excuse me, if your blood was boiling, you would literally be in insufferable pain. Like, boiling blood streaming through your
Is
heart?
his entire body like a hot, cold condom? Like, what the fuck's going on? How are you How are you mixing these different feelings together right now?
Fucking fire and ice condoms together. Just Junpei's one giant dick.
999 truly is a song of ice and fire.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
What? That was Harry Potter.
I know. I just wanted to upset people, Keith. Why'd you do that?
He could feel his mind begin to fade. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
Please concentrate on
What the
checking the
hell?
bodies.
What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movement stiff.
Clover.
He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Oh.
Nothing.
Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him, terrified.
The key! Get me the sun key!
Why?
Why do you think we have to get out of here before the murderer comes back?
Not a bad plan. If we have a door that we have locked up with our magic key, then we can go hide behind it.
But can you lock it again?
Hope so. Really hope. I mean, most doors we've used so far have locked behind us regardless.
But this one actually requires a key to turn to unlock it.
Yeah, I'm
the
not
other ones
sure.
are digital locks.
Still, it's a door that you know the murderer's not behind, probably, so then you can, like, barricade it.
Well, unless the murderer's zero, and he's just
unless
tired of the game.
Or just the issue of how you're gonna die in a few hours either way if you don't get this done.
Also, yeah, our
problem.
numbers don't add up, so we can't even run from the murderer because we still can't get through door number 9.
Yeah, they're a little... I don't think they're thinking about that right now, though.
Does anybody think about anything in
This
this
is
game?
an insane escalation, by the way.
What, we went from 2 dead to, like, everyone's dead all of a sudden?
Yeah, we had one like example death. There's a Slipknot. The guy can climb anything. Oh, he's dead now. Shit. We felt so much about him. Like that whole thing from Suicide Squad happened with 9.
That is a trope, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me show you how this death collar works.
Yeah, here's
Like
a death
that.
mechanic. By the way, one of you will die. In Battle Royale, immediately in Battle Royale, they're like, hey, this is our funny, wacky friend. He's dead now.
Yeah,
He dies at the beginning of the movie immediately.
a lot of places
because
like
the guy
to-
just hates him.
It's also weird because a lot of places like introduce a device and then they go like, this will blow up if you fuck up, and they have to like show you that because you're too stupid to understand that, like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it, just don't fuck up. And it's like, this guy why is he fucking up? He just got told not to do that. Like,
I think it's a trope because movies are like a cinematic language, basically.
yeah,
It's like you generally want to show the thing.
but they still tell you.
But when your cast
It's always
when your
instructions.
cast is as small as 9, it's definitely like, oh, you really fucked up. But even in this one, it's at least suggested that maybe he thought something else was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's suggested that he was lied to, and we don't get to find out what it was.
That's weird because he didn't have any paper on him like 2 did. 2 is the only one who walked away with like some kind of...
He could have just not shown us what was on him, because why would he if he was trying to betray
He
us
was
all?
dead. I'm saying,
But we didn't check his body because we suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't even check. Like, he might have had a piece
No.
of paper that was like,
He's all
don't tell him that if you go through by yourself, it doesn't blow up. Like, you know?
If only somebody else could read Braille.
I'm sure we can. Google Translate.
On what?
Can't Google Translate Braille. What are you gonna take a picture of it?
Yeah.
No.
I bet you can take a picture of Braille and have it translated by something.
If you get a good enough picture. But
Yeah.
if you hold it straight like you're supposed to, it's just gonna be a flat surface.
That's why you do charcoal rubbing.
Some fucking medieval ass bullshit. You just charcoal rub it and then mail it to Google, and then Google mails it back to you.
So basically, we have 3 options right now for who killed them, right? It's either June has gone full crazy and murdered everybody, Zero or some outside force has decided to just interfere in the games, or like Snake faked his own death and killed everybody.
I'm gonna go with June.
June's likely because
she's literally the not dead one.
It's the least weird choice right now.
Also, it makes sense because she's like been very, very like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I don't. Oh no, this is too much for me.
Yeah, she's
like,
playing helpless so hard that it's almost leaning into that trope where the helpless person actually was secretly like planning that whole time.
God.
And it's their
He's
scheme.
dangling grandpas all over again.
Stop talking about dangling grandpas.
The murderer?
The murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies.
Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was... No. No, it can't be true.
Give it to me!
It can't be true. I knew this person when they were significantly younger, and then never saw them again in between, so I have a completely reliable judge of their character. Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key.
Let's go!
Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. You're not gonna look at the bodies at all?
Why would they? Because that's information, Keith.
Okay, so one of them's definitely dead, if we can trust Seven. We don't even know if Santa and Ace are definitely dead or not, because Seven only checked Clover and no one else. We're not going to inspect their bodies to see what caused the wound. We're not going to see how they died, or if they have any clues on them, or like they gained important information, or say, you know, a key that that's required. We got a sun key that allows us to continue the games. Didn't they presumably go and do a room somewhere, and then come out and die?
Yeah,
like
which means
if they did do a room, because didn't we do the math and find out they could do one of the doors we were doing?
Yeah, they did one of the doors.
Yeah, so if they could go in and do the number, then that means that they too should have a key, which we probably need to in order to beat this game. And we're not going to check their bodies. We're just going to run. Even though like we can be like 2 of us can be a lookout and like look in different directions at once to see if anyone's sneaking up on us, while one person checks the bodies. Like we have a trio of people. Oh, it's 9 all over again. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. If you're swallowing your emotions, you would check their bodies for keys. Morning would have to wait.
So I guess get out of novel mode.
That's exactly what people say right before they check bodies, not before they run away. He swallowed his emotion. Morning will have to wait, and then he runs away instead of checking their bodies.
So he doesn't swallow his emotion. He's still fear.
Yeah,
he still has fear.
It's literally not true. Soon they stood in front of the door.
Open!
Lotus shoved the sun key to the keyhole and twisted it hard.
You can get out of this. You can get out of novel mode.
But
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. She felt it twist. And a small gap appeared between the door and the frame. You could just say it opened.
It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, it's already open?
You mean the door was already unlocked?
Well...
So we got a key for no reason.
Not only that, that means that your plan failed.
Yeah, because the killer's probably in there right now.
The killer's probably already there.
Or the killer came from that direction, and the sun key was a trap, and if you open the trap card, like fucking the guy just pops out and stabs
fucking
you.
Kaiba shows up?
Yeah, there's just like somebody behind the sun key door opening, waiting for anyone to open it, because that's the bad ending or something. Like,
stab, stab, stab. Junpei, quickly throw your fucking anti-trap card.
It's the red robot from Futurama. Look, I practice my stabbing arm.
Practicing my stabbing arm.
Why?
Hooch is crazy.
I love that guy.
How would I know
crazy.
that?
I don't want to deal with this no more. I turned myself in. Get me away from that monster. He's crazy, I tell you, crazy.
We gotta keep going.
Whatever, let's just go.
God damn it. I'm trying so hard to move forward. Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way.
Oh god, what if you opened it and there was just somebody's picture there?
Yeah.
That'd actually be kind of scary.
We get shit for this because we're always like giving people shit for like having the drawn out panic every time they go and do the like explodey wrist thing every time. But like that was another case of like they're freaking out in the weird way. Like she tried to open the door with the key, and then without trying the handle at all, she's already freaking out like, oh my god, the key doesn't work. I'm like,
yeah.
you could just not... I've not felt locks before. Like, I've turned a key...
That's a sentence you just said. I've not felt locks before.
Yeah, like, I've turned a key and not really felt the lock change necessarily, and then just
opened the door. And you just default to opening the door.
Yeah, the first thing you turn the key, and you turn the knob, and you're like, oh.
You mean you've been a child before, Keith, with a house key? Like, and you unlock it and realize, oh, one of my parents must be home. They closed the garage door, I guess, so I didn't see their car there. And you just open the door? You don't just turn the key, oh, I didn't hear the lock. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah. Just open the damn thing.
It's just a weird reaction for her to be like, it's not working. I'm like,
Keith,
why don't you try opening the door, though?
They're in a panic from all the dead bodies.
They are in a panic, which is why they should be trying to open the door.
And they don't know if there's a killer in a room that they can see every angle from.
Like, where's the killer gonna come out from? Under the stairs?
You know what would really help us know what we should be afraid of about like what the killer might do to us and what their attack vector would be?
Check what their weapon is?
Check the fucking wounds of the dead people to see if it's like, is it a gun? Is it a knife? There's a huge difference between how they're going to get you.
I'm just going to assume it's a knife because if it was a gun, I think we would have heard it.
Probably would have heard it unless it's like super sci-fi, like fucking silenced guns and bullshit going on, which would be just overkill. With this rustic setting and nonsense, I'd expect something like overblown, like a straight-up revolver if it was a gun.
Yeah.
So knife would make sense, but we could just check for a second, and then we know. And like, oh, the killer has to reach us on foot. Like,
did we check if anybody had anything?
Did anyone even look for like a stick?
I don't even think we've ever checked if anybody had anything on them. We never did like a pat down.
We've never checked anyone's bodies at any point ever, really, no.
Like Ace is a cop. He could just have a fucking revolver on him.
Also, the last chamber we had a wrench in it, which would probably be good for hitting somebody on the head that's trying to murder you with a knife.
Well, don't those all... Isn't it like Portal? The moment you walk through the door...
There is
like
not an emancipation grid. There is
like
not an emancipation grid on the fucking Titanic. That's way too much retrofitting. That's fucking...
way too much retrofitting.
That's the retrofitting so hard that you're going into the future. In the front of them was another hallway. It stretched out towards the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. In a hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door.
Resident Evil? Metal Gear Solid?
Metroid?
Yeah, Metroid does have giant metal doors.
They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke. We need the purple key.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything.
I mean, besides the panicking, he is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like, that is a weird fucking door to show up.
That is a reasonable reaction to this door of like, how do I open this door? Do I yell at it?
Open!
Hey, Siri! Do you know Siri, who's the killer? Siri!
It was you all along, Junpei.
Alexa! Oh, it was Alexa, shit. How'd you
or
hold
Google
the knife?
Home.
How'd you hold the knife, Alexa?
It could be Google Home. Could be...
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
I mean...
No, the door was unlocked. There's a murderer this way.
Probably. But also, we don't have a choice. You guys didn't touch the door even. Like, at least touch the door or something.
I'm not touching nothing.
They're a little like, this door looks weird. Bye. They just... Like, if a fucking...
You mean like what Lotus did, where she's like, the key didn't work. We gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like if your only way of surviving in this, like, the mist type scenario, or the fog or whatever it's called, where you have to, like, survive by going inside of, like, a department store.
Yeah.
And, like, oh, you wave your hand at the motion sensor and it doesn't open. You're gonna try to pull it open, at the very least, before you surrender to death.
Nah, just... Did someone do that?
No.
Oh.
That's my point, is that no one would ever do that, but they're like, we gotta go back, no choice.
Some people did some stupid shit in that movie, and I, like, would not be surprised if someone waited for the automatic doors to open. Like, I mean...
There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost begging.
But I don't see any other doors.
As he spoke, Seven stepped forward, the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was the only door.
What, like the girl?
Son of a bitch.
Was he doing the thing like the girl from Wheel of Fortune? Or Price is Right, where she goes up to the curtain and she's like, it's this door. And
they never considered that it might be just like emotion controlled. Like, it just might open as they approach.
Keith, this is like a ship from like the 1900s. It doesn't have electronic components on it.
Except for the giant sci-fi door. weird. This door doesn't have any handles or locks or anything on it.
It's almost like
I wonder how it opens.
It's almost like every fucking grocery store I've ever been to.
It's like they've never seen a sliding door in Japan.
I don't know, man.
Japanese people that have never seen an automatic sliding door before.
Japan doesn't have a lot of anything. All right, it's just like, I think Japan is just full of like trains, and that's it.
Just trains.
I don't think it has any people on it. I think it's just full of trains.
They take the trains to school. The trains walk their dogs.
Shinkansen is going like 300 miles an hour walking a dog. Just like every dog in Japan. One walk.
It opened by itself.
It's possessed. It's gotta be a ghost.
Junpei pulls salt out of his pocket and starts throwing it at the door.
I didn't mean to dishonor my ancestors.
It's an automatic door?
Yes, Lotus.
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
What, the murderer or the death explosion bombs in your guts?
Or the door that opens automatically. Are you scared of that?
The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
It was me!
Is Junpei the bad guy? That is not the time to laugh. Holy shit!
That'd be a fun reveal. You just flash back to scenes of Junpei murdering Snake and lying to Nine by passing a note or something, and then just weird bullshit. That
would be. I don't even know how he would get out of that room.
No, it would be bullshit. It'd be up there with the movie Devil, where like it just cheats. Which one of these people is the devil? Psyche is one of the people that already died. They're secretly the devil the whole time. What the fuck? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Have you know what I'm talking about? In the elevator where one of these people is possessed by the devil, supposedly.
Oh, the Shyamalan.
Every time the light pops out, somebody dies.
Yeah.
One of the first people that died was the devil the whole time. They were getting up and killing people every time the light went out. I'm like, well, that defeats the purpose of narrowing it down each time, because that
is some fucking effort.
Yeah.
He has to get in the same position every time he gets up?
It's a hot bullshit movie that everyone hated.
Man, why wasn't it just the elevator the devil?
It just drops them?
Yeah.
It's a quick movie.
Like, wouldn't that just be interesting? If the elevator was actually, like, purposely turning the lights off and then stabbing one of them and then just, like, turning the lights back on, they're like, shit.
Oh, the floors just say 6.
All the buttons, you mean? All the buttons for the elevator just 6?
How could their situation possibly get worse?
Why are we still in novel mode?
3 people were already dead, because there could be details that are important about the murders and stuff like that.
Well, they didn't even check the bodies, so they're not going to give us anything.
Yeah, but you never know. There could be important stuff, still.
Oh, you're right. 3 people are already dead.
Yeah, we didn't know that before.
Fuck this game. Fuck this game's novel mode.
No, because novel can matter because... Well, actually, no, novel...
No! Novel doesn't! It literally has never saved us. It has never given us any information. It only gives us stupid feelings.
Yeah, I was just thinking about minor details, and I'm like, Snake has a bone sticking out of his corpse's arm, but they said that.
They said that.
They said the face thing, too.
Yes.
I don't know if any important details have ever
novel
been
mode
novel
only
mode.
exists because they didn't have voice acting in the original DS version, I don't think.
So people have gone back and checked it, by the way, and supposedly they added more voice acting. Like, novel mode used to be mandatory. Well, it was the only thing, period. But it also, like, you needed to read the details because their voice acting didn't repeat what the novel mode was saying.
Yeah.
But when they added voice acting, they made the voice acting cover, like, everything. But novel mode doesn't remove the redundant lines. So all the redundant dialogue that wasn't in the original game to flesh out the new adventure mode basically actively ruins novel mode.
So that's why it's useless.
Yeah.
It's because being in adventure mode gives us all the information you actually need.
Yeah.
Which is a really... Thanks guys, for telling us the information we need to know.
We've hit bottom! This can't get any worse. Shit!
It can.
You could be dead.
You could be dead.
I mean, you will be unless you can find June.
Wait, did he just run in?
Junpei?
I can't take this anymore. No one can.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Save me.
Save me.
No. It's a lie. It's gotta be.
Uh-oh, did he find June?
Junpei, you're really not supposed to split up.
Oh god, is June just standing there with a knife?
No. It's impossible.
She's just like,
just wake
come
up
to me,
already.
Junpei. Wake me up!
Can't wake up.
Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie.
Wow, that was
a big, elaborate
quick
trick.
jump to
It's an
insanity.
illusion or something, or a dream. It's made up.
He's really like overreacting given the fact that they watched 2 other people explode.
No, they didn't watch him explode.
But I'm saying,
we actually seen no one die ever.
Those bodies are the tamest bodies they've seen.
Yeah, but you got time to care about them over the last 6 hours.
But I'm saying, the other 2 bodies literally exploded, and all of them have that opportunity. And
well,
they didn't,
I think he's losing it over the idea that June could be the killer, and he doesn't accept that idea, so he's, snapping. But that would work, I feel like that would work better if they at least were, around each other more. They were, elementary school friends or something.
Yeah, we never really talked to her.
It feels like it's been a long time.
I think she,
We've also spent no time with her in this playthrough.
She said, one thing to us.
We've literally never been in the same room as her yet.
Yeah,
during any of the 3 rooms we've gone to.
I think the only thing she knows, or we know about her, is she was like, I don't like looking at dead bodies.
Which is true for most
Which is what something a murderer would say, so you don't believe them.
Yeah. But I guess we're supposed to buy that she's super destroyed by that, or he's just snapping because of all the pressure building up over the course of the last 6 hours. It's now it's too much. Even though he was chill, pretty recently.
He was chill literally in the room where they were still doing more puzzles.
It's ooh, look, there's a code on the shark.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote on the shark with Sharky.